I'm Wolf from Healing Wolf Coaching, here to sail with you across the ocean of recovery. To the shore, the closer shore than you think. You might not be able to see the shore yet, but it's closer than you think, of a balanced and response-able nervous system versus an overprotective nervous system. Let's breathe together. Deep breath in through the nose. Slow exhale, count of 10. Today, let's talk about making an identity out of your sensations. This is something that's done a lot in the medical world with diagnoses, which they have to give you a diagnosis so that they can bill it the right way and justify it to the insurance company and justify the use of a medication or a scan or whatever. But that's part of the way we've processed things in our lives. Going to medicine, you get a diagnosis of this or that. Sometimes it's just an opinion, especially if it has syndrome on it. Anyway, so before I get into that, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. If you've been enjoying these videos, send me a comment, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what I can do to make things better for you on your recovery journey, because you're who I'm here for. And you're the ones who are going to help expand this message so that more and more people can get out of hell. And that's the goal, right? Make the world a better place so we can all thrive and be happy and healthy and living our best lives. So let's go back to the idea. People say, my anxiety is really high right now. My anxiety. Okay. So that's creating an identity. That's not your anxiety. That's not who you are. You could say, I'm experiencing some sensations of anxiety. They're passing through right now. That's a better way to do it. When you label yourself with a diagnosis, there's so many diagnoses, but there's anxiety disorder diagnoses, there's chronic pain diagnoses, and some of them are pretty intimidating. And so when you have those diagnoses, even if a doctor gave it to you, set it aside. Don't talk about it. Don't keep it alive or build its strength, because you are not your sensations. The sensations are a part of your experience. They're a part of your experience. And especially take notice if anyone is trying to label you as a highly sensitive person or something like this, because everyone has the potential to develop a high sensitivity, but that doesn't mean that that's your destiny, that you have to have this identity of being highly sensitive or highly anxious or panic prone or whatever. These are just labels that will keep you locked in to the pattern. They reinforce the pattern. Your mind believes what you tell it. So if you're saying I'm a highly sensitive person, guess what you get? So if somebody's telling you you're a highly sensitive person, go the other way. If somebody's telling you that you have wounds, is another one. You have wounds. Even the great trauma specialists will say you have wounds. Okay? I disagree with that. And my training shows me, some of it's quite ancient and some of it is quite modern, based on ancient principles. And all of that says, and it's the principle of anicca from Buddhism, from Buddha's original teachings, everything is changing. Everything is changeable at all times. So anything can change at any moment. Everything's in flux or in flow. We are not these static diagnoses. We are not defined by being a nervous person or a sensitive person or whatever. We could be having a sensitive period in our lives. We could be dealing with sensations that make us feel like, wow, I'm pretty sensitive. The doctor may have said that you have central sensitization or something like this. Well, it's a diagnosis. You can simply say, I'm experiencing a sensitive nervous system at the moment, and I'm working my way through. So I'm training my plastic mind, very plastic. Our minds change every moment. New neurons are firing and wiring all the time, even as you listen to this. New connections are forming. So as you listen to this, be aware moving forward of how you might be keeping yourself labeled, and take those labels right off. Take them off. They're like clothes with a slogan on it. And if you don't love that slogan, if you don't want to walk around wearing a shirt that says, I am my anxiety, or I'm an anxious person, or I'm a sensitive person, whatever, then take that stuff off. You can get something else. Just get a shirt that says grateful. Get a shirt that says thank you. Get a shirt that says love. Get a shirt that says health. And look in the mirror when you're wearing that. See how you feel. One of my favorite songwriters, a number of my favorite songwriters, always have sung about the worst things in their lives as if that's going to make them better. And I just don't listen to those songs. Like Jason Isbell will say, he sings about anxiety, and he has all this negative messaging in that song. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. And don't go listen to it. You don't need to. But singing lyrics over and over, or getting into online anti-support groups, opposite of support, they're complaint groups, where everybody's talking about how bad this is, and I've had this for this long, and I can't go on, all this kind of stuff they're saying to themselves. It's building up an image in their unconscious mind. And unconscious mind hears everything, reads everything, every thought, everything we say. So let's keep it up. Let's keep it, by up, I mean positive. I don't mean toxic positive. I mean be in the moment and be grateful. Just last night, I was going through out loud and saying different things I was grateful for. I'm grateful that I had healthy food, and I'm grateful that I have heat to keep my body warm at night. I'm grateful that I have a shower. I'm grateful that I have water, clean water. Like going through the basics. And if I'm experiencing cold, doesn't mean I'm a cold person. No. Just I'm experiencing cold. I'm feeling cold. If I'm sad, does that mean I'm a sad person? No. If I'm feeling depressed, does that mean I'm a depressed person? No. I may have been having depression visit me for a while. Maybe I'm in a season of depression. That depression is not who I am. I'm not going to be defined by that. I experienced chronic pain. So as I experience chronic pain, does that mean I'm a chronic pain person? No. I'm just experiencing chronic pain. It's a human condition. We're all experiencing very human things. So allow those experiences to pass through your being, knowing that, like I said, we exist in a universe, in a life where there's only a couple of certainties. One is that everything changes all the time. And that's beautiful, because if you're in a moment that seems intolerable, it's going to shift at some point. And ultimately, we will all die, and our energy will transition. And after that, who knows what kind of magic we will experience. We'll be moving. That energy will be moving. And so we've got this energy. It's moving through us. We've got emotions, thoughts, sensations. We're none of that. You're not a negative thinker if you have negative thoughts. You're not an angry person if you're feeling angry right now. I mean, there are a lot of people feeling pretty angry right now. And that doesn't mean they're angry people. There's a lot of reasons people can feel anger, and sometimes that's what they need to be feeling. And let the anger come, let the anger go. Same with any sensations coming through the body. Your back aches, your head, your gastric system has been having sensations. That's just passing weather, friends. Just passing weather. So remember that. You're not your sensations. You're not highly sensitive. You're not wounded unless you cut yourself in the kitchen, in which case maybe you're wounded. You should bandage that up and let it heal, because it all heals over time. Everything's changing, and we live in these amazing bodies that are always healing. And they know how to do it when we can relax into it and let it all flow through. If you need some help, reach out at healingwolfcoaching.com. Sign up for a free consult call. Sign up for my newsletter. With my newsletter, you get a free download of one of my most powerful somatic meditations that I produced, mixed, mastered, all that, so that it sounds really good and clear, and you can use it any way you like on your recovery journey. And I'd be honored to help you walk the road that I've been through. It was quite a hell road, and I learned a few things along the way. So I'm glad to be here sharing them with you, and I hope you'll share them with others. See you soon.